Welcome back to another episode of Pixels to Politics. This is episode 44. We will be talking about Russia and Ukraine, as of always, because the situation never seems to end.
Based.
Um, yeah. So there's actually a lot to cover in terms of that situation. We haven't done it in a while,
Okay,
I think. So
so I'll go ahead and I'll load up the the Jamie thing.
yeah. So I've got some inside stuff that people
Yeah,
are not talking about.
don't look at all
Again,
that. Yeah, yeah.
again. What the hell is that?
Okay, ignore that too. All right, ignore that as well. All right, just ignore everything. Okay, don't look at that either. Let's go to an anime website. All right, what are we looking for, Doug?
Shut the fuck up. All right, so actually, I want to start. I have some. So you know the Haka dance video that went pretty viral recently. New Zealand's
Haka.
parliament. Go to YouTube and look up New Zealand Haka dance protest. Yeah.
Okay. What am I looking at here?
All right. So just click either one of the right or the left. Doesn't matter. This one's fine too.
All right, what's going on here?
So the Maui people of New Zealand are
Yeah,
protesting a bill that is
yeah,
they're attempting that is attempting to be passed that would
yeah,
basically it would remove their sovereign rights and would make them uh, equal citizens of New Zealand. So you can
yeah.
play the video. This went viral.
Mr. Speaker, a party vote has been called for. There's a process here.
Pāti Māori, e ono ngā poti e whakahe. Kawana!
Don't
Ka whakamanu whiriti e pēu! A kamate, kamate,
The House is suspended until the ringing of the bells. The gallery is to be cleared.
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
Doug, do you remember a game called Second Life?
Do I remember it? Yeah, I didn't play it or anything, but
So the purpose of Second Life was everyone would, essentially, it was like, your second life, quote unquote, right? It was an MMORPG, pretty much. It was your second character. It was your life away from your real life, right?
hmm
And in the game, you had people that would, abide by the game, and they would try to like, form like communities and stuff, and like set up parliaments like this and
hmm
other things like that. And then you had the people that just wanted to have some fun. They didn't care about the system that was put in place. They didn't care about whether or not anything they did interrupted anything or caused problems for people. They just wanted to have fun. And that's what I'm seeing right here, Doug. I'm seeing a lot of fun havers. And it's great to have fun and all. It's not so great to have fun when it's in the middle of government business where taxpayers are paying for you to exist, essentially.
Right. And so that was the general feeling across the board when it came to this video going, viral and people learning of this activity. So now I'm going to tell
Yeah,
you the fun stuff.
yeah,
The the reason that this is so hated and the reason that they are trying to kind of pull the Maui into the proper society to play the
yeah,
game
yeah.
properly is because sorry, I called them the Maui, the Maori. they actually stopped illegal immigration from being popular there.
Oh.
Yeah. So all the illegal immigrant problem that's going across the world, the Maori people stopped that from happening in New Zealand.
That's pretty funny.
It gets better. Not only did they stop that, but they also stopped COVID vaccination mandates. they're single-handedly holding back the global elitists with their haka dance and tearing up the thing. It's probably very unintentional.
I don't even know how to respond, Doug. I don't know what's worse, the fact that just occurred in the middle of a parliament session,
Yeah,
or the fact that they're the ones who are actually against the globalists.
I know.
Usually it's the other way around.
I know, dude. It's so funny. And most people don't know what I just said. They have no idea. You have people bashing them because why are they doing fucking tribal dances in the middle of, a parliament meeting and a bill passing? You have people defending them just because they're the natives, they deserve their own sovereign rights, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, as like a random consequence of all the craziness, they just stopped some fucking trillionaire Bill Gates from infiltrating their society.
Maybe we need them over here, Doug. Maybe that's what maybe the people in Second Life that were disrupting everything by being bad actors. Maybe they were the ones that were actually fixing the game,
Maybe.
and everyone else was just there.
Maybe they somehow stopped us from being ruled in the digital world.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
But that's crazy, Doug.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine, like, if I walked into a parliament session and I was like just like an observer and I saw that happen, I might just go out back and just end it.
I was thinking the same thing. I feel like at that point, like that guy's face at the I forget what it's called, committee leader or whatever the fuck who's leading it.
Yeah.
That guy's face is so funny. I mean, he was just like this fucking shit. That's not the first time that they've done that. That chick there actually, I remember seeing her when she first got elected, and she's the youngest candidate they've ever had elected, and then her like introduction was actually that dance. That was like the first thing she did. So I remember her face. But yeah, that old white man was just like, motherfucker, like, bruh, what the fuck?
I'll say this: women are fucking evil. Women are just straight up evil sometimes.
They're terrifying.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a comment my aunt made about a younger woman that had just started to work at her job. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what she called her?
What?
A mattress pad.
A mattress pad. Jesus Christ. That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
because she was like, the only reason she got the job is because she's a mattress pad.
Ah, there it is.
Oh.
Dude, it was so crazy. It was when I was working at Little Caesars. My boss, who was a woman, hated women. And I don't mean like, the whole women hate women type thing. It's just like, she was trying to fucking kill them. Like, she hated them. She hated them so much. And like, I think it's a man trying to keep a woman down is bad, but there ain't nothing worse than a woman trying to keep a woman down, because they're just fucking like, it's very malicious and hateful in intent, like to an insane degree.
Yes, and it's almost based. It's almost based.
No, it's not. It's fucking terrifying. They will think of more ways to torture their younger peers or their female peers that are worse than like fucking Hitler or the Vikings or pirates. I don't know, any other weird I don't know, evil people who do torture.
Yeah, it's crazy though, Doug.
Oh my god.
I mean and this thing right here, Doug, is just like, let me see that comments.
Sure. Yeah.
You see, and it's like, Doug, I always talk about how much I hate New Zealand.
Why?
This is why. This stupid shit right here. How did they get away with it? How did they have stupid shit like this happen, and yet they're the ones that are fighting against the globalists right now? Like, what's happening?
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
People ask why I hate New Zealand. This is why. They're gonna be the next superpower, Doug. I'm telling you this right now. We have to take them out now before they get too strong.
I think they're still owned by the UK. No, isn't New Zealand still owned by the UK? I think, right? Like Australian
Yeah.
shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I
forget
mean, and
what they're
then
called.
I love seeing this. Yeah, what is this? The Watangi bill. All right, guys, vote on the Watangi bill. Ree! Ree!
And they're
Oh
all
my
I
god.
don't know. That shit's just so fucking funny. That's just so funny. Oh my
Look at what
god.
these people write about this.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine if you've ever the bullies have tortured you and your loved ones for years, centuries. They've abused your loved ones so much that many have died young. Imagine the bullies read it. Okay, I'm not reading any more of that. I'm not
It's
reading
so
any
dumb.
more of that, Doug.
So just a little more history. So I'll just explain both viewpoints. So obviously, right wing people are like, this is retarded. Like, we're supposed to be coming up with bills, passing them. Government shit. Like, it should be
Yeah.
structured. That's their right wing view. Is like, this is stupid. You guys are savage animals. The left wing is like, oh yes, savages. Sorry, not savages. They're the natives to the land. They deserve their sovereignty. Stop trying to rule over them, you white overlords. And I just think it's hilarious that in the underground kind of, overall macro setting, they're just stopping global elitists from taking over.
Yeah. You know what would happen if that happened in the United States? If it was like, if the Native Americans were in Congress doing that? You know what would happen?
What?
The Jews would be like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, you want some land?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You want some land? Okay, you get the fuck out of here too. Oh,
They
you,
just
you want it to be
bribed
a special privilege grounds? Yeah, you no longer are involved with the government. Got it? Cool. See you. That's exactly what the Native Americans did.
No, for sure. And there's like a slight difference in that the Maori. So there's like some I don't know. Leftists are all fucking stupid. They don't fully understand anything about
I'm not gonna
anything.
say they're all stupid, Doug. Some of them are smart,
Fine,
but
some of
those
them
people
are
are
smart.
gay.
I know. Okay, I know of one. I know of one who is a female leftist, is not gay, and is still smart. But she is probably one of the most bullied people, and it makes me quite sad.
I think she just wants to kill her kids.
She has kids. She has kids.
She wants to kill them.
Maybe
What a world.
I don't know. I haven't asked, but so the Maori are not technically native to that land. They are they're the Maoris. They were Polynesian sailors. Blah blah blah. They travel from island to island, and they basically killed and fucking murdered, and they're just savages. They ran around killing people.
Yeah. Shocker.
So it's funny that the leftists are like running around like they're the indigenous people, praise, 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 classic stupid shit, and then whatever. Yeah. I think that it's important to note, but yeah, I don't know. That shit's so funny. So that happened. I thought it'd be fun to give a little slide in there for them because it's just the left wing, are retarded. Right wing is just like, can we please be civil? And then there's like the actual thing going on. But
like, wait, guys, what if instead of using our minds, we use our hearts?
Just imagine
Please donate $50 billion to Israel.
Just imagine you're some fucking Pfizer CEO. You make trillions of dollars a year. You're waiting for this shit to pass. You're the goddamn Jew, leading the world. You're waiting for this bill to pass in fucking New Zealand, and then you see that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. That shit's so funny.
What is like, Doug? New Zealand needs to die. Like, no, like you like had it too good.
There is also some stupid white chick who does the dance, right? And so everyone's flaming her. And then it turns out she's not a white chick. I mean, she's white, right? But she's not actually white. And she has like a Maori father or something. I hate the internet. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Society.
Yeah, this is how I feel about New Zealand.
They've had it too good for too long.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Canada. Or that's how I feel about New Zealand.
I mean, that's fair. I feel that way about Greenland, to be honest with you.
Greenland?
Greenland. A lot of people don't know this about Greenland, but they capture the most geothermal energy than any other country, and basically they just use it to mine Bitcoin. And so low key, the U.S. has been trying to buy Greenland for like over 100 years. Do you remember Trump went kind of viral last time he was and he was like, I'm gonna buy Greenland. That's a common thing presidents try and do.
Oh, wait a minute, Doug. This is Greenland?
Yeah, that's Greenland. Greenland.
Why haven't
Yeah.
Why haven't we just taken it over at this point?
They're a part of NATO. They don't have a formal military. We basically do have it taken over, but they're owned by Denmark. I think it's Denmark. I want to say it's Denmark owns them, and we've been trying to buy them off Denmark. We don't do it because technically they're a NATO ally. You can't really, you know.
I mean, there's nothing against sending, plainclothes soldiers there, right?
Little. What if instead of little green men, we sent like, soldiers, but like they were just wearing the American flag on them?
Yeah, like Doug, like I'm not even gonna lie to you, like this part of Greenland right here is our state.
Yes,
That's
I
like
know.
less than like 3% of the entire thing.
It's a very valuable country. Is it technically a country if Denmark owns them? Territory, I guess, would be what they're probably called. But yeah, I mean, just look up what Denmark. Look up what the size of Denmark. Try and find it there in Europe. I give you a hint.
Struggling, Doug.
I know. It sits in between like 4 countries. It's in the Yeah. Okay, hold on. I gotta remember where it is too.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, yeah. That
And
little
so,
ass
wait, so
fucking
they just
place. They
just
own.
like went like, "Ooh," and they just went straight to Greenland, and they were just like, "This is ours now."
Yeah, basically, and they've done that for quite a few places. They just own these territories that are way more massive than they are. It's fucking hilarious. I believe
And they
it's
just
Denmark.
use it to mine Bitcoin.
Yeah, in Greenland, they sit on geothermal vents and they just use it to mine Bitcoin, and they're rich as fuck for it. They're extremely rich for it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Look at all these tributaries, dude. They probably have a bunch of generators there that just mine the
Oh
fucking
yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
waterfalls and shit.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine being like, "Oh hey guys, I'm just gonna take a trip from Ilulissat and we're gonna drive down all the way to fucking Alutsep." How does that sound? Okay, I'll see you next year, guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So,
And
anyways.
it's not even like 20% of the map either.
Oh no.
You could go even further.
I mean, you couldn't travel up that far, but yeah,
You could.
you could not. There's
Look.
not roads up there. You can't get up there.
I mean, you can try.
You can
Oh
try.
look! Oh look! There's one right there.
I'm sure you gotta fly there. I doubt you could drive.
I don't even know what they do. That's probably where they host all the secret government meetings that we don't know about.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, the U.S. is actively trying to buy Greenland every single time.
It's
fucking
actually as big
hilarious.
as Africa.
I don't think it is. Is it? Remember
Yeah.
the maps skewed. You have to go to like a certain website to see it, to see if it's real or not. Africa is much bigger than what it looks like on that map.
Well, wouldn't this be much bigger too? Because it's closer to the pole, so the pole would skew it more.
No, because it's flattened. So the areas that are bigger are the other places that sit near the equator, and the places that are smaller are places that sit further away. Because if you take like maybe wait, hold on, let me make sure I'm correct. I don't know. They're
Russia
not.
just has like a lot of land and just doesn't do anything with it.
Yeah, I mean the largest. I mean they actually do a lot. They export a lot of oil and natural gas, but uh, I mean most of it's a tundra. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, so we have nice escalating conflict here. It started with the U.S. President Biden giving. What did you look up? Just out of curiosity.
I just typed in news and just
Okay.
see what's going on. So
Uh,
the United States is allowing Ukraine to shoot giant missiles into the.
yeah, no. So we gave them missiles a long time ago called the ATACMS missiles, and they're like longer range missiles. Except we've been holding them back, right? We've told them that they weren't allowed to strike within Russian territory.
Yeah.
3 days ago or 4 days ago, Biden came out and gave them permission to use those missiles to attack in the Russian territory. Now, that in
Yeah.
itself is pretty controversial. How do you feel in particular?
I think they're trying to impose martial law as fast as possible. That way, they don't have to allow Trump to enter office.
It's one of the working theories, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of debate over whether that they should do that or not. The reasons why they're doing it. Uh, Personally, I say I don't know why they fucking handheld them in the first place. I think they should have led with that. Just give them the weapons and let them use them. That's my kind of viewpoint on it. I think it's like I think it's super fucked up to say that you're gonna help somebody and then be like, oh yeah, but you can't do these particular things. So like there was a pretty long list of things they were allowed to do and not able to do. One of them was actually attacking Russia's oil refineries because that would make oil prices go up, which looks really bad on the U.S. president.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that shit's fucked up. That you know the Ukrainians are over there fighting for their lives, and you tell them you're gonna help them, but like they can only do so much. The the reason they gave that they're allowing Ukraine to finally attack within Russia is because there are now North Korean troops that have invaded Ukraine and they're fighting their
Doesn't
friends.
matter. The North Korean troops are busy flicker gooning to OnlyFans models.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
the Russians are like, Privyet, we must kill them. And the North Koreans are just like, let me flicker groom.
I've never seen a woman before in my life. What the fuck?
I have never seen a woman like this.
Yeah, there
I
are
will be back in approximately 30 hours.
for all the non-internet folk listening and watching. There are reports that the North Korean troops that are working for Russia are like getting caught up in porn. Basically, they're fucking addicted to porn already.
No, the fact that there is an OnlyFans model out there that's receiving messages in Korean about their asshole is probably the most comforting thing about this year.
I don't know. I have no idea.
What do the North Koreans even pay money for at that point? Do they have to go back home?
I don't know. I don't know what happens at that point.
At that point, aren't you just like, I kind of like you, Korea. I think I'm just gonna chill here, to be honest with you guys.
There are some who are just defacting. That was kind of like the starting thing, is they were just like, oh, well, what the fuck? Like, there's more places I can go. I'm out of here. They just left.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the excuse. I mean, I don't know. We can talk about every possible reason they're allowing um them to finally hit within Russia. Personally, I think the most grounded answer is simply they know Trump's coming into office. They know Trump is going to force Zelensky and Putin to sit down at the table, and in order for that to really work for Zelensky, he's going to need some more leverage, you know.
The
So
people aren't happy. Listen, Putin, Zelensky. I brought you both Big Macs. It's the chicken Big Macs. They're the new ones. It's the anniversary edition. Let's just eat your Big Macs. Okay, let's calm down for a second. Putin, the people, they love you. Zelensky, the people love you. Let's stop fighting. Now listen, we have a great new deal. If you just donate $5 to our campaign, we're gonna be able to get Kamala Harris put in jail. She's gonna be in the sex dungeon. It's gonna be great. Probably the biggest sex dungeon we've ever seen. So, and then Putin, we know that Zelensky's been sending his missiles over your way, but he started an OnlyFans, so everything's good to go. You don't need to worry anymore.
there's
Yeah,
I don't know. There's a lot of this, in my opinion, the two biggest tests for me where Trump is going to be. One was where he put Tulsi Gabbard in the cabinet, and he put her in a really high spot, and so that to me that was a really good sign. And then two is how he actually handles this conflict, because we all knew where he was going to go when it came to the Middle East. The Israel situation, we all knew what was going to happen there. But this one is the really curious one. So typically, he's been able to diffuse every situation during his last term. Pretty much cut them dead on the spot. He met with the person who was causing the trouble. Why are you making that face?
Put a girl on.
Oh my god, just kill yourself in game in Minecraft. Uh,
I
but
called him today, Doug. I called him today. He started. They were so. I was like, hey, I work at the other Foot Locker. Have you guys also been receiving calls from an unsolicited prank caller? They're like, yeah, he keeps telling us to, like, put a girl on and shit, man. I was like, wow, that really sucks. You know what I'm gonna go do? Put a girl on. I hung up the call.
oh my god,
And he called him again today. They just hung up on him. I wonder how long they're gonna last. They have to last the whole month.
he's such a menace.
He shot 2 people at the Wendy's because they attacked him after he showed up in the store.
What? He shot them?
They got shot, yeah.
Oh my god.
But they
Jeez.
had to. It was like self-defense because once again he called the same store for 30 days in a row saying put a girl on it. Then he shows up at the location and they saw him and they were.
Wow.
So, but you can't just attack people even if they annoy you. So you can't. Yeah. So they got shot in self-defense.
What state? What state was he in?
He lives in Ohio near Cleveland.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
if you want, you can call the Foot Locker in East Cleveland and just be like, "Hey, put a girl on."
I'm sure it's happening to them already. I'm sure.
Oh, dude, so many people are calling them just because he keeps calling them on his Instagram. He has 400,000 followers or something like that. So you
Yeah.
have a bunch of kids essentially just calling the same store, being like, "Put
Oh
a
my
girl."
god, your cat just gave me a goddamn heart attack.
Why?
He just, I don't, the way his fur is and the way he jumps from the chair made it look like it was a whole ass person.
No.
Holy
It's a
shit.
Her name's Lulu.
So there's some controversy, some added controversy here, and that the missiles that they're firing, the attack missiles, they're not, you know,
Yeah, no.
yeah, they're not actually being fired by Ukrainians. I mean, hey, they're being fired by Ukrainians, but the
No,
targeting
they
systems and the satellite guidance and
it's
probably
like
the
the it's like the,
buttons, that are being
yeah, it's like the
pressed.
cashier helping the boomer at the register. Now you're just gonna press that button right there
Yeah,
after you put in your credit card.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot like that. It's exactly like that. There's obviously a lot of U.S. involvement. I mean NATO involvement, which also just means U.S. involvement because do Europeans even have satellites? I don't know.
Let me see what the requirements for martial law are, actually. What are the requirements? AI is probably doing a better job at this point. Justify when civilian
I don't
authority
like that answer. What the fuck?
has ceased to function, is completely absent, or has become ineffective. Suspends all existing laws as well as civil authority and the ordinary administration of justice. So let me see who the people in the administration of justice are right now. Members. Let me see if there's like anyone in the administration of justice right now where it's like.
It's just federal law enforcement.
Yeah.
So if it says federal law, it's just president. That's what it means. It's just president,
So
Congress, and the House.
so there's even a guide to it. Like it's a fucking cake we're baking or some shit.
Yeah, they also recently changed the law to make it legal for them to for it to be okay for the military to kill civilians. So
Yeah.
whatever. Anyways, so the controversy is that the Ukrainians are hitting Russia with U.S. missiles. Putin and Russia made it. They changed their nuclear doctrine. Basically, they do this all the time. They've done this like 4 or 5 times, and they've kind of like made it more okay for them to use nukes. And they basically
Yeah.
said this goes into effect today, and then shortly after, Ukraine bombed them with the
Oh my
missiles.
god.
So then, so there was a lot of like controversy about it, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, like you just, you're fucking shit up." And then Putin came out and was like, "What the hell's going on?" And then
Yeah.
shortly after, the UK gave Ukraine permission to use Storm Shadow missiles, which is their long range missiles, to also bomb Russia, and then Ukraine did that like literally fucking like 8 hours later. So
Yeah.
yeah. So anyways, that all happened. And now everyone is basically just waiting for Russia's response.
Okay, well, I think that's they just want the war to start so that they can just resume power and make money.
I think yes and no. I don't really think they care much for being in power at this point. I think they know they're on their way out, and I think they're just trying to get as much money laundered as possible. So,
Yeah.
get the war going. They don't care who's president as long as the war is going. They don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. So as long as the war gets going, they're gonna get paid. So the real test is gonna be for Trump when he gets into office.
Let's see what Elon's been saying about stuff.
Mostly Doge.
Yeah.
Apparently he ranked up in
StarCraft.
Diablo 4. He did a speed run on stream. I still can't believe this guy actually somehow does this, but he did a speed run on stream and I don't know if he beat the record or set a new one or something, but
Wait, really?
yeah, I swear to
Because
God,
I
he did
actually
it on
play
stream.
it.
Yeah, that's what he's known for. He's like in top 20 in Diablo 4. He's the only American. He's not is he American? I don't know if it counts.
Somehow became a top-ranked Diablo 4 player in between cheerleading for Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, he was doing the fucking pit.
Yeah.
That's not fucking easy, Doug.
I know. This guy amazes me at every twist and turn. I don't know. I don't know how he does it. And he did it again.
245.
He
Holy shit.
He speed ran the game on stream. He
I
did
mean,
it
that's
on
not. This
stream.
isn't him, but this is just an example.
Yeah.
A T150. That's crazy.
Yeah. He live streamed him fucking speed running the game. It's crazy. I'm so confused.
Yeah, because I play Diablo, Doug, and I'm not the greatest at it, and then I like this that's crazy though. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. The guy's on another level of existence that I don't understand.
I mean, it makes sense. He's pretty fucking big brain.
For sure. So there's also some other side news, something that people are not talking about that is also pretty war related. But the internet, the internet sea cables between Germany, Netherlands, the Baltics, and Sweden, or fuck, whatever the landmass is above them. Anyways, the lines were cut. The internet sea cables were cut.
Wait. Hold on. Between where?
It's I believe it's called the Baltic Sea.
Yeah. But
Okay,
but
so
which countries?
it's Germany, the Netherlands, um, and it's a country directly north of them, whose name
Norway?
I'm forgetting. I want to say it's Norway, but I don't want to be
Deutschland?
wrong. Look, just open
What?
up a map again. We should just leave a map open up on stream.
Yeah, I mean at this point,
Oh yeah. Um.
Norway,
So
Finland,
yeah. So
Sweden.
it's Sweden, Finland, Estonia, and it's Sweden and Germany.
And and so the cable goes through the Baltic Sea, you said?
Yeah. So if you ever there's a if you wanted to pull up another map of the internet sea cables, it's a pretty
Oh,
complex network.
from here to
Exactly.
where? To
To
Poland?
to Germany itself. Yeah. From
Oh.
there, I mean, it was also Poland, and then it was also Finland and Estonia. So quite a few lines were cut. Basically it was like a lines that are kind of shaped like this, and a
Yeah.
ship kind of came across and cut both of them in the middle.
Something's
Um,
going on, Doug. Something's going
I
on.
know, yeah, I know. To me, that was one of the biggest things. So this is not actually the first time this has happened this year, but it is quickly escalating. So the first one was actually cut by the Houthis, which is on southern the Middle
Oh,
Eastern Peninsula.
that's pretty based. That's pretty based,
All right,
to be honest, actually. If the Houthis are doing it, at least.
yeah, I mean, there's they kind of did it on accident, but they did it. It was a pretty big power internet sea cable line that helped Africa. That was the first time it happened, and then a second time it happened in the same area as these last two, and it was China who did it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And these last two, so it happened, and as it was happening, the Danish were like, "The fuck is going on?" So they sent out some boats to go and capture the boat that they saw was in the area, which is another Chinese boat, by the way. So, so they actually caught the boat, and they've taken it. They've taken it back to, I believe it's Germany. I believe they're taking it back to Germany. And the Germans came out and they said, yeah, it's a Russian captain, Chinese boat, and we know it's sabotage. And that's pretty much it. Germany is the biggest bitch on the planet, by the way. I feel very confident saying this now. Germans, you're the biggest bitches. It is what it is.
Yeah,
I know you guys are trying to currently overthrow your government, and your government is like saying no. They're like trying to ban a party that like they think is going to win, basically the Trump party.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
German.
Doug,
Yeah.
we have to remember, Germany is an Islamic state now.
Is it an Islamic state? They're the only ones defending the Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah. is that...
At this point, killing the Jews and defending the Jews are the same thing at this point.
Oh, okay.
So Germany's an Islamic state, France, probably Belgium. Netherlands, it's on its way. I mean, they're kind of, Netherlands is fucked, for being honest, because once Germany's gone, France is already gone at this point. They're just going to go take over Netherlands. UK is fucked. Ireland's going to have a rough battle ahead of it. They're fighting back in Ireland.
Irish are the fucking biggest cucks. I don't have no respect.
I will give it to the Irish, dude. They've been beating the shit out of them. I'm not even going to lie to you. They've been beating the absolute. Yeah, they've been beating the fucking shit out of them.
Yeah,
they don't take no shit.
They remind me of the French if the French had a spine, but like they also stand for nothing, and it's just fucking boring to watch.
Well, it's not true, Doug. They're all alcoholics by trade.
Their like world philosophy is that like fuck the world. Like that's their entire world philosophy, and it's like, dude.
Congratulations, Doug. They're the new globalists. All right.
They're nobodies.
Norway, Sweden, and Finland.
Sweden's... we have bonus news when it comes to Finland and Sweden. You ready for this?
Oh, do we?
So
yeah, go for it.
This is also within the past 24 hours or maybe 48. They they told all their civilians that they needed to prepare for war, and they sent out 5 million pamphlets, a pamphlet for each of their civilians, letting them know what they need to do next. Yeah, so everyone in that region is really confident that shit's about to go kind of crazy.
Doug, I know exactly how my morning would start. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? So you're saying Sweden and Finland, right?
Yes,
let's say
Sweden and Finland.
Let's say I already know exactly how it would go down for me if I was in Finland. I'd have a mustache, right? I'd be coming out. I'd be married, obviously. I'd be going out to grab the mail with my cup of coffee in hand and my fucking pajama shirt or whatever, my bathrobe. Go to the fucking mailbox and see what we got today. Insurance bill not paid. Insurance bill not paid. Insurance bill not paid. Insurance bill not paid. What's this? From the government? Oh, god damn it. What do I owe them now? Open it. You're going to war. You'll need this amount of ammunition. Hey, honey. Yep, looks like we got a free flight to America. It just came in the mail.
Finland. So just some context. During World War II, Russia actually invaded Finland and took some land from them. The Finnish are kind of known to be badasses in their own right. They actually also own a fuck ton of guns. I believe they're up there in ranks for most guns per civilians.
Yeah, I mean, Russia didn't honestly get the best piece of land, to be honest. It looks like a flaccid dick, but Finland was probably just like, oh, they want the flaccid dick land? Give it to them. We don't care about it.
Yeah, they did pretty much concede the land. They're not, I mean, I don't want to call them pussies, because honestly, they were known for being kind of badass during the time period, but they were really outnumbered. Yeah. They had some like very famous snipers who they were like ghosts in the snow, and they were just fucking popping heads. But yeah, so Russia actually took some land from them, and then Finland is kind of like asked for the land, and Russia was like, kill yourself, like we're not giving you that land. But yeah, so they told all their civilians today, I think it was today, maybe yesterday, that like they needed to prepare for war. Germany came out today or yesterday and was also like, yeah, we don't want to get involved. That's literally what they said. They don't want to get involved.
Well, yeah, they're pussies. They're busy getting fucked by Muslims.
Yeah, exactly. There's a current party trying to come into power that's really popular called, I believe it's the AFD party, And to be
Yeah.
honest with you, it's probably the closest to Nazis we've seen in a while.
Doug, is it happening? Is it
I,
happening? Are we back?
listen,
Are we back?
I'm not
Are
saying
we
it's
back?
I'm not saying it's happening. What I am saying is the current government is so scared of this government getting into power that they're trying to ban their existence. That's how scared they are. They were like, yeah, you guys can't actually get voted for because you're too scary. And I'll just say some of their policies they really kind of they're really tattered the line there. I'll say that much. If yeah,
Doug,
that's all I'll say.
Doug, if we could honestly get, dude, if we saw the Fourth Reich come about at my age, I could die happy. I could see all the chaos in the world just come to a complete and total meltdown. It would
But
be
just
great.
imagine the sides again. Just imagine the sides. We have Imperial Japan and Nazi Germany and
Oh my,
America
oh my
and
God, dude.
and Trump America.
We would be unstoppable. We would fucking Doug. There would be anti-Islam death squads in every bathroom.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong. Oh my
It would be
god.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
honestly, that's what the world is. The world is just one giant ongoing war where people are dying all the time. But I don't care about any of that, Doug. I don't care about any of that. I'm just gonna chill right here in Kansas. Right here. Whoop. You wanna know what happens in Kansas, Doug? Fucking nothing. Absolutely nothing happens in Kansas. So that's where I'm gonna be. Right here.
yeah,
Maybe maybe
actually,
not Topeka, but maybe Wichita.
those states are the most likely to get nuked
Why? Who would nuke Kansas? Who's like, let's just nuke Kansas,
because
right?
because the emptiest states are where we store our nukes. It's called the nuclear something bed, the nuclear soak bed or some shit. But
Hmm.
basically, the idea was if we put our nukes in the middle of our states with the least amount of population, because if you're gonna nuke a country, you're gonna want to nuke their nukes. That way, you stop
Yeah.
them from going off. Um. So yeah, they put all our nukes in the middle of the empty, in the
All right,
middle of the
Doug.
empty states.
New travel, new moving country, right? New
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Boop, Mexico City.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Remember that Mexico also had joined in World War II and participated.
All right, Doug. New location. Whoop, Tokyo.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, I don't think that's a terrible idea.
still Japan. Still Japan. Still Japan.
The more north you go, dude, if you want to go to a place that can't be bothered, do like an island like fucking Fiji or some shit.
No, we're not going to an island, Doug. We already know what happens when an island loses its resources. Where's Okinawa? Where is Okinawa? Where is Okinawa?
Isn't it the place where we host the most amount of U.S. bases for Japan?
We're changing locations. Woo!
Try Malaysia
Uh,
or Indonesia.
Chengdu.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be welcome in China.
Doug, I don't think you understand how much the Chinese love white people.
I don't think you understand how much they don't. The Chinese
They
government
do.
doesn't like white
They
people.
do. I don't think it matters, Doug, because
You
as long
don't
as
think
you're
the Chinese government not liking white people matters?
the okay, does the Chinese government hate white people?
Oh my god. Racism in China.
Uh, the Tajiks and the Russians. I don't think that's what we're talking about here.
You can't even find if there's white people who live there.
Wow, a foreign national or stateless person who's willing to abide by China's constitution and laws may be naturalized as a Chinese citizen.
Maybe. I like how it doesn't even give the process.
Yeah. I'm a white Westerner. I've been called a gorilla to my face. Okay, this guy's probably.
He says he's white.
I face blank stares like I'm some kind of Martian. I've had in-laws refuse to use my washing machine because of my germs. Racist behavior definitely exists. I just shrug it off. See, this is fine, Doug. I don't mind this. This is not violent racism. This is just normal racism. I don't care about that.
Okay.
Experience the most racism and discrimination? Doug, I'm already loving China. Please talk me out of it.
I don't know how. I think you're delusional.
Let's see. I stayed in China for several years, a long time ago. In 9 out of 10 hotels, apartments refused to let foreigners stay there. What? Kicked out from friends, partners, because foreigners weren't allowed in the building. A lot of online, offline services that couldn't participate since they required Chinese ID.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Racist slurs, I've had a lot thrown at me. It was always in Chinese, so if you don't know the language, then you won't know if people call you white pig, foreign garbage, foreign devil, etc. Doug,
Imagine
I'm really
getting
loving China right now.
imagine getting called white pig. What?
Yeah.
Like what the hell?
Chinese people like to take pictures with foreigners. I had to stop accepting pictures with older men because they would try to grab my dick. What is
What
happening in
the
China?
fuck is going? Oh, now I see why you like China. Now I
No,
see.
listen, Doug, listen.
Now
Listen,
I
now
understand why
okay.
you want to go to
No,
China.
no, Doug,
Now I
no.
get it. Ah, you
No.
sick fuck.
Okay, listen, we're changing locations. Woo!
I did. Huh. Okay, go to Vietnam, maybe
No.
Malaysia. Myanmar's in the middle of a civil war.
Let's go to also China.
Huh.
Huh? What do you think?
I
They need
think
those microchips.
I think it's 50-50 on whether or not you survive that.
Philippines, the generic white person option, whatever.
I mean, honestly, whatever. Oh
Whatever,
wait.
fine.
The Chinese fucking hate the Filipinos.
God damn it, Doug.
I know.
Us,
Oh no,
nar,
not Australia.
nar, we're going to Australia.
No, you don't want to do that. That's like our biggest ally. Well, yeah. They're like super, like America, we control them. They're our bitch. They'll definitely get bombed first.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
We're not
there's
going
New
here.
Zealand.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Pieces of shit.
Yeah, you don't want to go there either.
Actually,
no,
we can take over New Zealand.
we already own them. The U.S. already owns. They're part of the Five Eyes thing.
We
so
can
it's-
take them over for us. We can. Never mind.
Madagascar.
All right, Doug.
South
Nope.
Africa.
South Africa.
I wouldn't
We're
go
gonna
there.
need some weapons. We're gonna need some good defense. The black people don't like white people there.
I wouldn't go there right now. They're starting to get kind of riley, if you know what I mean. They're starting to run around and executing all the white people. Oh, Morocco! We can go to Morocco.
No, we're not going to Morocco,
Dude,
Doug.
the Moroccos actually like you Americans and white people. They like us. It's okay.
I don't know about Morocco, man. It's right next to Europe. It's pretty much right next to Europe.
It's not ideal, but you know.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal. All right, let's wait.
All right, South America, Argentina. Argentina's doing.
No, El Salvador.
I don't know about El Salvador.
El Salvador's pretty based.
It's good right now. It is good right now. So it's up there on the list of places you could go. Their dude, I'm forgetting his name, Burkle or some shit. He's a beast. He went full tyrannical, except he did it he's only doing good things. He went full tyranny and took over the country, but he's just really turning all the criminals into slaves. It's fucking hilarious.
That's pretty based.
Yeah.
That's pretty based.
Yeah.
All right, Doug, here's another option.
You're not welcome there.
What do you mean, Doug? Why am I not?
I don't know. You've said a lot of bad things about the Jews on this channel.
Doug, I've said truthful things about the Jews. If truth is anti-Semitic, then I'm the biggest anti-Semite there is.
Yeah. And it's not like U.S. Congress is passing a bill that would make it illegal to say anything anti-Semitic. Now, are they? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. It's actually illegal to boycott anything that's made in Israel and Florida. Yeah. That's great, isn't it? Or you could also just move here, since this totally isn't influenced at all by Israel, right?
They definitely don't like white people. Thought any other place was bad.
Okay, but they're kind of white too. Muslims are kind of white.
Not all of them.
They're kind of white, right?
It's like 50-50, I guess.
They're like if you accidentally spilled some milk into a coffee, kind of white, right? Or maybe
okay. What if we did like the UAE?
I don't know, Doug. I don't know about UAE. I like UAE. UAE sounds cool in theory, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I mean, they do have Dubai. You're not wrong. They do got Dubai over there, Doug. I am a big Dubai fan.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good option.
It's just,
The only issue is it's like we'd get too much pussy there, Doug.
why is that a bad
we-
thing?
Because when you get too much pussy, the men notice and they don't like that.
So who cares?
We will die. We will be beheaded very quickly. That is what I'm trying to say, Doug.
Huh. Okay. Well, um, maybe Italy. Italy's got some based leadership right now.
Yeah, but their last leader kind of got guillotined in the town square, so not too happy with Italy's, not treating their leadership appropriately. Also, they look like a woman's boot. So yeah, I'll pass on that one.
Okay.
Um,
Norway is a safe-ish choice. Typically have made it through most wars without too much damage. What are you looking up, Norway? Oh yeah, you don't. Yeah, but there's that's the income tax. You gotta look. What's the There's a special tax that all these fucking socialist
40 to
countries. Yeah.
45%.
Nah, it's more than that.
Flat rate of 22%. That's only for general income. Collect an average of 42.6% of GDP in taxes versus the 26.6% collected by America's federal, state, and local governments. So
How?
people talk a lot, but that's only 16%, right?
Yeah.
Like you pay 16% more tax, and you don't even have to worry about healthcare and other things, right? And you have better
It
education.
they pay more than 42. That's not. That's only counting. I don't know why it's not count. There is a special tax that I fucking forget what it's called, but they take a flat amount in order to pay for the healthcare, and it's like an extra 20%.
Is it?
Yeah. It's called, I think it's like the PAT or something. I fucking can't remember.
I don't know, Doug. Like there's not a whole lot of good options. Realistically, Doug, we live in Florida. I want somewhere I can drive
Yeah,
to.
they call it World War for a reason, my guy.
Where are we gonna go? You want to go to Cuba? Is that what we want to do?
Cuba is like dude. They don't even have electricity right now. They're all out of electricity.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, is this
I
an
don't know.
actual road?
Yeah, the Keys. Yeah,
Doug, Key West, I'm not gonna lie, this is looking like a solid option.
it's okay. It's a lot of storming.
Doug, I love the storms,
Okay.
I think. Honestly, Doug, this reminds me of like a place in my dreams. I actually kind of want to see a street view real quick. Can I do a street view, please? Can I do a street view? Can I look at the Pine
You
Key
have to
Big
use the
Motel?
bottom right thing to see the little bottom right guy underneath the yeah. Drag that to where you want to go. Just drag it on the map and drop it.
I'm trying to reach the interstate.
I don't know. I don't know how to get you there.
Okay, so where am I facing right now? Okay, so I go this way. So this is the road that takes you all the way down. I don't know, Doug. This looks pretty fucking peaceful. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Looks like shit.
It's great. No, Doug, this is great.
Why don't we just move to Greenland?
I don't want to move to Greenland, Doug. I like the heat sometimes.
Okay, well then move to fucking South America.
No, we're not going to South America. I'm not learning Spanish. I'm not going through that issue again. What did they do to the fucking bikes in this place, dude?
Why does this shit look AI generated?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, it looks fucking AI generated. Let's keep going down. But we're still on US 1 or near the end of it. What is
What?
this?
There's also about to be a major breakthrough in AI.
Is there?
Yeah, they're about to
I
get
feel like there's already been enough.
dude, it's endless. There's about to be actually there's a go to YouTube. There's a Coca-Cola commercial that is going viral right now. They made it entirely with AI. Coca-Cola commercial. Yeah,
Yeah, that totally isn't gonna backfire.
click on it. Well, I mean, people are hating on it just because it's made with AI, but we'll watch it real quick. I thought it looked pretty good.
What's weird is that there's no like staggering or anything or stuttering or any sort of like misplacement.
Yeah,
Everything's like
smooth.
the faces aren't totally fucked up.
No, I mean, I think I can still tell. It's hard without, actually the bias effect
Knowing.
going on. Yeah, to say, but I can still kind of see some subtle classic AI signs.
Okay, that yeah, you can tell it's AI.
But yeah, I think so. Honestly, I don't think it's a big deal. But yeah, obviously these comments. This has been kind of the general
Hilarious
thing.
coming from the company which once used the slogan "You can't beat the real thing."
Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. They don't like it just because it's made with AI. Like, I can't stand the public.
Honestly, Doug, I can kind of understand that sentiment. Like a real genuine ad where they actually make it with by themselves rather than just doing like a cop out and writing a prompt down. Like I like AI. I think AI is cool. I think it's useful for a lot of like engineering, mathematics. It's helpful for like doing school projects and other various investments in time. But for like an advertisement where people want to see what people have to offer rather than computers, I can understand that. Especially when you put in the slogan "real magic." Uh, I mean, it's kind of gonna backfire on you.
My counterpoint to all this has been, yeah, a lot of what you're saying and a lot of what people are talking about right now is exactly what they said when digital art was first starting. Everyone
Yeah,
was like, "Oh, this is not real. This is not real effort. This is fake. I can tell." Blah 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 blah. And
yeah.
now, name a single movie that doesn't use CGI in some shape or form, or name a website that doesn't have digital art, or name one person who doesn't use digital art, either as a
Yeah.
filter or in their profile or in some way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah, you can see some stuttering actually.
Yeah, so like specifically around the eyes, it's a pretty common one that you can tell when something's AI.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. It's just like the human soul has been like such a big part of like society, and when you start to remove the human soul from its expression in life, then people are gonna not like it. That's not
and
like
then
I
again, my counterpoint is how many people jerk off to anime girls online?
that's still made by human hands, Doug. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Yeah, I don't want to hear
It's
the
made by
stupid
human.
shit.
Honestly, Doug, like, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I've read hentai before, right? And I've tried to read AI hentai, and it's just not the same. Like, the images suck. Like, Doug, I'm being dead serious. I've never flicker gooned to any AI hentai, not a single one.
I think
It
it's
just it.
pretty. I got propositioned for the third time this month to make AI porn.
Why? Who like I think the people that actually like AI porn are actually NPCs.
No, I think they just value the personal connection that it has to offer.
The personal connection with porn. What are we talking about right now, Doug?
It does. Like people like the chatbots. They like,
Oh, the chatbot bullshit. That's what you're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
That's just sad.
That's
That's
reality.
sad.
I think it. I don't really. I feel like it's the same thing as people fucking going crazy over hentai, man. Like, how many people like hentai? Fucking a
What?
disgusting amount of people, and it's a growing thing. And like, people complain about this, right? And they're like, "There's no soul." Meanwhile, they fucking
Yeah.
go online and they jerk off to the hentai. Or they're just like, "I don't."
Well,
AI
porn
chatbot
art.
couldn't be
Okay,
me.
pornographic pornographic art and pornographic art and the artistic expression are two different things, right? Like I don't
Again, but they
like
said the same
like
thing about
the
digital art.
hentai.
They said
The
the same
hentai.
thing about digital art.
Listen, I can't read hentai if it's just a bunch of fucking stick figures, right? You can't do it. It's not going to work out. The art has to be decent and it has to be like an art style that people are attracted to, right?
So your complaint is that it just sucks right now.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, there's no, like, it lacks humanity or uniqueness. Like, honestly, if this was a real person, I probably still wouldn't like it. But still, Doug.
I am whole, dude. Here's the thing. I think if nobody knew this was AI, nobody would have batted an eye. I don't think so. I think very few people would have been able to tell, and that's coming from me because I've watched a shit ton of AI work, and I can just kind of tell. I would second guess myself a little bit, but
I
there's
don't know, Doug.
no way that every normie on the planet who doesn't actually work with this shit is actually watching this, doesn't know beforehand. It comes out and goes, I can tell it's AI. There's no soul in the eyes. Dude, that's not real, bro. I'm not buying that bullshit. I am more than willing to fucking bet all of the money I ever have in the future and that I own now or have had in the past that less than 50% of the human population could have watched this and determined that it was made by AI.
I don't think AI should be involved in artistic or cultural things. I think it should be mainly used for things in STEM. I
Too
don't think
bad.
it should be involved with human expression.
It sucks at STEM right now. It's getting better. It's gotten a lot better.
I think AI is going to have a lot of usefulness when we go into an eventual war with the aliens that live underneath the Earth. You know they confirmed that, right? That they live in the ocean?
You're talking about the Senate hearing.
Yes, they confirmed that they live in the ocean.
I don't trust that nonsense. You want to know what I think it is? Here,
What?
I love how both of us are just sick fuck conspiracy theorists, but
Yeah.
my theory is that is a whole bunch of bullshit. We should explain to the audience. So, for a while now, our Senate, our government officials, have been exploring the possibility that there's this faction of the government that is hiding UFO secrets and aliens. And there's been a committee put together to try and get to the bottom of it. They've been allowing whistleblowers to come forth and talk about it. And there's been quite a few. There's been like, I think 22 or something odd whistleblowers that have come forth with evidence that there are aliens or UFOs. Just quick summary. Yes, some of them are saying that they actually live in the water, in the earth or underwater. Here's what I think it is, because this is what it looks like, and I was listening to somebody who's fucking way smarter than I am, but they were talking about what it really looks like is holographic images produced by lasers. Because it doesn't really make sense that these crafts go in and out of go through water and air at the same consistency. However, holograms could. And laser technology is also something that we've been excelling in.
No. Because we've already confirmed the existence of element 115.
And what's that?
That's already been confirmed. Element 115 is a gravity-defying material that we can't replicate.
Okay,
Or
but how
we've been
does
trying to.
how
How does
does
it
how does gravity defying material allow you to pass through water at the same consistency as you do air without
because
slowing down?
I don't know anything about the water or anything or how they travel in the water. I only know how they travel through the air. And so they travel through the air at a force of 3,000 Gs. And so humans typically go through, in a rocket at about 9 to 10 Gs, right? And so essentially what the element is, it's called element 115. And if you try to touch it, you can't. You can't do it. It will repel your hands and it'll make it feel like you're touching brick. And you're not really going to see a whole lot of information on it on Google.
Moscovium is a synthetic, and atomic number is 115. First synthesized in 2003.
Yeah. This is an offshoot of it. Element 115 is just kind of what they base it off of. It's not what it's actually called. I'm sure they have some other name for it at Area 52. But it defies gravity, essentially. It will repel anything that tries to touch it. And so the only way you can handle it really is if you have another piece of the element to touch it with. You see what I'm getting at? So you would need a claw made of the element in order to touch it.
Okay.
And so that's essentially what allows them to get past the whole G-forces will kill you at 3,000 Gs type of thing. Because they don't feel it. Because they have element 115 is what's allowing them to move through space as if it's a vacuum. And this has been confirmed, by the way. This has been reported and documented.
Show me the confirmation documents.
There's an interview with a whistleblower, and
well, there it is.
Doug, I'm telling you.
So you think the whistleblower stuff is real?
Correct, 100%. Because
Okay,
he said it on his deathbed.
I
He
think
said it
it's
on his
fake.
deathbed. He said it on his deathbed. He did not say it like while he was alive. This was something that was not permitted, by the way. It was not sanctioned in a council meeting. This was something he did outside of it in a recorded documentary.
I don't know what you're talking about. So
I keep forgetting the guy's name, but I'm sure it'll, if I type it in Area 52 whistleblower, and his name will pop up somewhere. I keep forgetting his name. It wasn't David Grush. I forget his name. Yeah, that's whatever. I keep forgetting his name.
Oh, I don't think so. I think it's all a fucking setup for a fake ass attack, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't. It's pretty funny that in a land where you're normally like everything the government says is a lie, you've kind of just like, nah, this one in particular is true, and I'm like, yeah, this one's a lie.
Yeah, I mean, they had a council meeting, and the
I
guy
watched
was
them all.
under oath.
I watched
Yeah,
them
the
all.
guy was under oath, and he confirmed all of these things, and he would answer certain questions, and other answers he'd just be like, "I can't answer them," pretty much. And
Yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
I can typically tell when people are lying, so I believe him.
I don't trust your judgment.
I do. My intuition's always been right, Doug. Always. It's literally always been right.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
hired 3 people at work. Every single time I told them they're going to be dog shit and they're going to end up getting fired or quit within like a few months. Sure enough, all 3 of them did. I can also tell when people are lying to me too.
Okay. That's nice, but I still don't trust your judgment.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. It's a lie. You are the father. You are the father.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I read something recently, or I was watching something. No, I was reading something, and it was talking about some dude who had built a supercomputer that could predict the future, or yeah, mostly that, and they used it to predict stocks. And then they were like, "Oh, you know what? I can use it to predict, the future."
Yeah.
I didn't look into it because I just thought it was funny. But one of the things it said it predicted was that Donald Trump was going to win the election because he would go on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
And it also says that on December the 3rd or the 4th, there's going to be alien UFO drone v drones fighting over our skies. So I'm pretty excited for that.
Yeah. It's going to be
Razor is the simplest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the simplest answer.
Yeah. The simplest answer is often the most correct one, or the most truthful. I think aliens exist. I think that is a very simple answer. It's a very easy conclusion to come to. I think there is proof and evidence of it. I've seen a lot of it. And I do believe Area 52 is secure for a reason, and they wouldn't waste all that taxpayer money protecting it if they didn't have something valuable in there that we weren't supposed to see.
I think it's a lot of hoopla. I think it's fake news. I don't think it's real.
All right, Doug. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see
December 3rd or 4th, whenever the aliens fight over our skies.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually have weapons they can use outside of water, if I'm being honest with you.
Why?
Well, you see, their craft, like, it flies really fast through the air, but I think in the sea it doesn't move as fast.
There are videos that
right?
show it moving. Why don't we pull up some of the videos for the viewers? So the current videos, I mean, you can just go to Twitter and fucking look them up. And I know which ones are real and which ones aren't. Or well, real as told by the U.S. government.
Yeah.
Uh, so this is one here. This is a new one that kind of went crazy, and this one was taken, I believe, in Afghanistan, I want to say, or the Middle East.
Yeah.
So this is a part of the Immaculate Constellation report that was provided by a whistleblower, and basically the Immaculate Constellation report is it's a task force that was created by the government to see if these UFOs and UAPs are real. Go out and collect them basically, and then see if they're real. And so this is a video that came out of that. And yeah, so you have this jellyfish thing. So I will say there are some like really interesting similarities between these crafts, and this is a popular one where it's this jellyfish like creature or whatever, and it's been spotted in multiple places. But yeah, this one
Weird.
apparently, yeah, it's an interesting one. So this is
Oh,
another one.
here's a better resolution.
Yeah, this is, I believe was also taken by U.S. military, and I think this is also in Afghanistan or something, one of the Middle Eastern countries.
They can follow it with
Maybe
the camera.
Iraq.
Oh, there it is.
I think this is one of them. I don't know.
CAP is silent, moves back and forth freely. It's being remotely controlled. Yeah, so they aren't able to survive above the water, I don't think. That's why they use these things. To them, those are like their spaceships, I think, because they can't survive in this environment. That's why there hasn't been any real contact between us and them. I'm not so sure about the light ones, because I'm not sure. I mean, I guess there is relevance to having lights on something if you live in the water, because the water is dark the deeper you go. So
one of the reports actually talked about some of the lights. There was an incident recently where this is a fake one. This is a confirmed fake.
That one's fake. Yeah.
There was one recently where there were 5 drones over New Jersey.
Right over our heads.
I can't confirm. This is a
Pointing
newer
right
one.
at the
I don't know if this is real or not.
Or Adam.
I can't tell.
Yeah. Oh, this is also part of the Immaculate Constellation, or sort of. I don't know about this video in particular. This was a different video, but
Fog formation.
yeah, it did talk about in the report a sudden fog formation. So this camouflaging effect is pretty common amongst all the actual reports.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see how it would be like invisible and like pushing through. This is, I think, a fake one. Yeah, that's not an alien. It's just like a fucking.
I don't know. I don't know what that is, Doug. Yeah, like I'm trying to think of it in like a practical term, like what's the practicality of that, of having like the cloak over it, right? That one I don't think is real either.
No.
I do think some of them are real for sure though. A farmer filmed this in Devon, United Kingdom. That's fake.
This is not real.
That's fake. This one I don't know.
Yeah. Filmed
That
over
could be
Taiwan.
government made. I don't know. This one I'm probably real.
This is the other one that the DoD had taken.
Yeah, like this is definitely real. There's no reason for why this wouldn't be. So they definitely can't come above water, and they're kind of just confined there. So I don't really think they're too much of a concern. This is obviously human made. This UFO shaped boat. What is this? Shape shifting anomaly. Are angels real, Doug? This is starting to make me think that maybe angels are a little bit different from what they are written about in the Bible. Maybe these are the angels that they were talking about.
There are some theories. Tucker Carlson is one of them who thinks that the aliens, angels, and demons are all linked. I don't trust that guy. I think he's a fucking op. But...
This is pretty fucking cool, though, Doug. I'm not gonna lie. Whatever the fuck this is fucking sick as fuck. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. I can't. I
It's like,
don't know what this
no,
is.
wait, no. You know what this looks like, Doug? You know what this looks like? Straight up looks like, where is it? Looks like this shit.
Hashtag girl bossing.
Oh, this, yeah, ignore that stupid shit. There's one specific scene from Evangelion. Second Impact. Yeah, it looks kind of like this.
Yeah, I mean a little bit.
It is pretty crazy, though.
Yeah, I'm just not sold. I'm not convinced. I think if this shit was real, I mean, this investigation has been going on for like 10 years now. I don't understand why we haven't gotten more evidence. I think it's a little silly at the moment.
I think they've kept a lot of it under wraps. I know they've threatened people's lives if they said anything about incidents that have happened in other countries.
There's some suspicion for sure. There's a lot of interesting stories that are shared across nations, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not sold. I'm just not sold. And the funny part is, I think I saw a UFO when I was younger. To be honest with you, had the classic
Did you?
fucking triangle setup and you know the three lights. Like it was there. But I'm just not sold on anything the U.S. government says when it comes to this. I just find the timing so coincidental. I know some people have been like, "Oh, it's not coincidental because again, this has been going on for 10 years." But how does this camera have like thermal vision, infrared vision?
It's probably, I mean, this is definitely a program of some sort. I don't know. 14 luminous objects hovering in the sky over the middle of the ocean.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one. Can't confirm if it's real or not, but it is cool.
Oh, Doug, there's your UFO. We get pulled over. I don't know. I think it's definitely real. I just think some of them are fake and some of them are not fake.
It's
And I think there's a
possible.
lot of, you know.
I think it's very possible. I just don't believe it when the U.S. government says it. That's all.
Documented contact with USSR military in 1960s verified from archival records. It's fake. Digital video stock to mimic a Super 8 film. Yeah. Those are pretty fake.
Yeah, this one is the most viral here. This one.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to prove that it's fake. It was released by the government, and they're genuinely just like, I don't. What the fuck? There was an incident recently. If you want to look it up there on X, just type 4 drones over New
I
Jersey.
do think there is a possibility, Doug, that these things are using technology that we aren't aware of, possibly, and that they're controlled by the government. And the reason why they're releasing these videos is because they actually control these things remotely. And they want to spark the possibility that there may be a war between humans and aliens, right? To enforce a globalist agenda, like a false flag event, just like 9/11. That's a possibility.
Okay, fine. That's a nice little compromise between us both. I won't have to dispute it. All I know is there's some capping going on from our government. That much I know.
Yeah, for sure. Notice how consistently inflated stripes with no visible mean and proportional, just like balloons. Let's see what people's response to this is. If these were just a group of balloons, they wouldn't maintain a consistent elevation and speed for as long as the video gets. It'd be much more obvious.
Well, that's untrue. I think you very much could.
The MH, well, technically speaking, you could have fans in the back of the thing, right? And you just have them hidden and out of sight, right?
Well, I mean,
And
we have technology right now that allows us to move through the air without any moving parts externally. That's a known thing that
Yeah.
we're capable of. So, I mean, this guy's an idiot. I don't know what he's thought about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, no, for sure. He's not wrong about the balloon thing. Like, balloons don't operate like this. It's not.
You could have a balloon operate like that.
It would have to be weighted down, and then they would have to put whatever the fuck is around it on top of it, and they would have to attach probably a drone or something along those lines, and then have no indications of changing elevation as well as.
It's low enough that I don't think that would be a problem. The craziest part is the camouflaging, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the part I really can't get past here. It's because it's kind of blending into the environment a little
Yeah.
bit, or maybe that's just because of how they're viewing it. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't. I don't know, Doug. We're living in the weirdest timeline. This is the weirdest time to
I
be
agree,
alive.
but look up. There's an incident recently. It's drones over New Jersey. Yeah.
I don't even like New Jersey. I actually hope they take New Jersey out first, if I'm being honest with you.
So this happened recently. I don't know if it's been solved yet.
This is the one you're talking about?
Yeah, there's a lot of videos of this, and this kind of links into both.
That's a plane. That's a plane.
Okay,
That's a plane.
hold on. There are other videos. It's not.
That one's a plane. This one I'm not even going to listen to. Or
This guy
watch.
says it's Russian drones. They're not planes.
All right.
Okay, I think they're planes.
Moving straight. Yeah, they're probably planes. Doug. They're
But why
moving
were?
like planes.
But nobody has shot this down yet.
Mm.
So I just don't understand why.
Oh, look at that. Leaked selfies of the
Okay,
New Jersey drones.
that's not real. I don't know what this is. It's not real. This is fucking AI generated porn.
Yeah, like I don't really care about any of that. Like who cares about some drones over New Jersey? Like New Jersey is like the shittiest place. Like, yeah, they can bomb New Jersey, and America probably wouldn't even declare war.
Well, I don't mean no.
Ugh.
Click on the Ukraine launches missile into Russia. New conflict. See if that
What do you see?
right there. See if there's anything new.
Russia can avoid World War III by leaving Ukraine.
The current reports is that Russia is actually preparing to massively bomb either Ukraine or another country. They've been mobilizing all their bombers and putting it on the border, and then also moving their ICBM launchers into position. That's been going on pretty much for the past like 4 or 5 hours. So
I see.
yeah, that thing there, they've been moving that into position. This is the rumor anyway. It's so hard to tell with these news what's real or not.
I always wonder about the aerodynamics of these things, right? Because how are they going to send all the wheels and the dude inside with it? You know, it's always so difficult.
What? Shut the hell up, you idiot. People are gonna hear that shit and think that what you're saying makes sense.
Comrade, this is a new model, so just be very careful with how you do things. Yes, comrade. Gets inside the fucking vehicle, presses the button, just gets launched across the field with everything on it.
Better yet, he has to jump out of the vehicle before it goes into the air.
Yeah, he gets his shirt stuck. Comrade, help me! Like, they just start running away.
For the motherland.
For the motherland, yo. What's going on here?
This is the Storm Shadow missiles the UK supplied. So that's them landing. These were fired at both the North Koreans and the Russians.
I don't think the North Koreans care. Honestly, the North Koreans could probably watch someone get killed in front of them. Probably not bat an eye. They're pretty.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
they're pretty. Honestly, I would not want to go up against North Korean because they are probably just fucking. Okay, Doug. I know you want to kill poor people, but that's a little bit too far.
It's for my.
I like how this dude's just like out in the open. Like, where should I go into that probably won't be hit?
Oh yeah.
No, imagine just like living here and there's all of a sudden you just hear fucking missiles, dude. That's got to be insane.
There's a
At any
couple of
moment.
them are like, I know it's fucking wild for sure.
Yeah, like look at that. Just it's a tag team effort. They just get fucking.
No, they don't.
The
Shut up.
RS-26.
ICBMs.
Let me look this up. Designed by NATO as a Russian solid-fueled intercom and ICBM. Thermonuclear MARV payload. Hypersonic glide vehicle. What the fuck is this? It sounds like a fucking Power Rangers thing.
It's not anything special. A hypersonic glide vehicle is just a missile with wings. That's all it is.
So they just engineers really love sucking their own dicks, don't they?
Yes, it's not, dude. It's literally okay. So that thing goes into the air, right? It goes up, it flies straight
Yeah.
up, it goes into outer space. Then the top, that cone part breaks off, and it re-enters. And then the cone part breaks open, and then a bunch of these smaller bombs that have wings fly down
Yeah.
really fast. And it's called a
Yeah.
hypersonic glide vehicle because it can maneuver and move really quick. That's all it is. It's not. There's nothing crazy about it. I mean, it's cool technology, of course, because it can skim water and like
Mm.
fucking dodge incoming shaft and shit.
Should I give them $2.75, Doug?
Nah, they're owned by a liberal corporation.
Are they?
Yeah, I
Okay, they can
donated
die.
a couple years ago, and then I learned how fucking liberal they are. They're a bunch of scumbags. It's
Yeah.
written by a bunch of old white women.
Oh god, yeah. Fuck the old white women, dude.
Yeah.
White women are the worst. Yeah. RS faced criticism for allegedly violating the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty.
Oh yeah, nobody gives a fuck anymore. The U.S. has also just given Ukraine permission to start using landmines, personalized landmines. So
Imagine shooting this giant fucking thing. Look at this thing.
yeah, that's just wild.
How is it not just a mobile nuke at that point?
It is a mobile nuke. It is a mobile
Yeah.
nuke.
And then they're just gonna start firing this fucking thing, I guess?
Yeah. So the rumor is that these are they're getting moved into position right now to fire at somebody somewhere.
Yeah. I want to see a video of an explosion from an RS-26.
Probably find one.
Let's find out. Here's an RS-28. This is probably close enough. Okay, you gonna show me what I came here for? Or you gonna blue ball me? What the fuck's going on? Oh, that's the before and after.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Near the village of Ostrogowski in the Tver region,
I was wondering, like, what the fuck am I looking at right now?
Toropets.
Oh, it looks like it might be
According
a
to satellite
amateur
imagery,
video.
The monitoring group
For sure.
Crimean Wind has recorded a massive fire at the 23rd Arsenal of the Russian tourist settlement homes. Traffic on
Oh,
the
that's all from that
Rhine
thing.
Baltic Highway in Toropets and Nelidovsky districts is temporarily prohibited.
Holy sh!
The Stara-Toropa railway
Holy
station
fuck,
is also
dog.
currently being evacuated due
Yeah.
to
Look
the
at that
threat of
fucking thing. That's
I
a
know.
fucking nuke.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean.
That's a fucking straight up just like mini nuke. It's like it's not a full on nuke, but it's like the closest you can get without violating the treaty, right? Like that's insane.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
caused by falling debris.
Jesus.
In Narofamensk, Moscow, the agents captured the exact coordinates of the command post, the list of personnel, the technical plan of the building, and other important information.
Yeah.
No,
So,
that's crazy. They're doing.
in response to all this, obviously Russia has threatened nukes because that's what they do every single time. But people are a little on edge right now.
Yeah,
They,
I mean
they,
that's just
the,
crazy.
they at the very least expect some form of retaliation. The U.S. embassy, along with a lot of other NATO ally embassies, all closed down in Ukraine under the threat of massive bombing, like direct bombing. Normally, they kind of avoid, attacking U.S. installations.
Yeah.
But the rumor was that they were not going to this time; that they were actually going to attack. I don't know. Everyone's just kind of on edge. They don't know what the fuck's happening. Sweden and Finland, obviously, they went and told their civilians that they're fucking, hey, it's wartime. Like, get fucking ready.
Yeah.
Yep. No, who knows? Figured out it would be good to just give everyone an update because we hadn't talked about it for a while. Maybe
Oh yeah,
their
no, for
next
sure.
day it would be fucking. The world is ending.
Doug, I think the world is already kind of ending.
Yeah, there's a dude I follow. He's a he's in our military, and one of my favorite things he says is that like a lot of people always go, "Oh, World War III, it just started, it just started." His favorite line is like, "Yeah, okay, dude, the war already started a while ago," which he's very true. He's very correct.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah,
Doug,
yeah.
I see a lot of real estate businesses here, but I don't see a whole lot of homes.
I don't know where you're looking.
We're still in Key West here. Oh, there they are. Trailer homes. Honestly, Doug, trailer home wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't
Trailer
mind that.
home better than a nuke home.
This is true. A nuked home is no good.
Anything you would like to add before we end?
No. No, I
No.
think that's it.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Poseidon. Poseidon's the word of the day.
Oh God, Poseidon is the name of Russian nuclear underwater drone bomb.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't say anything anymore without just referring to. Wait, Doug. Honestly, that's like a telltale sign that something's gonna happen with that then, because I just saw the sign with Poseidon on it.
Yeah. Well, they've been threatening the UK with the Poseidon nuclear bomb for quite a while now, and basically
So
it's
I see a picture of Poseidon. I say Poseidon, and then you talk about a Poseidon thing. I think something's gonna happen with Poseidon in the next few days, Doug. I'm not gonna lie. That's
maybe.
pretty. I don't know, Doug. I'm really liking Key West. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, look how empty it is. So you just see just water.